Good day everyone. First and foremost, I'm Elliott Mitchell, founder of dedAI and a student at the University of Westminster. I'm grateful for being here among such insightful speakers and with such an engaging audience today. Now let me begin with a personal reflection that many of us can resonate with. When I was 18, just finishing college, there was a moment, a simple yet profound one, that many of us have shared. I remember standing still amongst the cacophony of life when a song shuffled into my ears, a melody from years past. Suddenly I was no longer anchored in the present. I was transported to the past, a forgotten feeling, a shadow of a smile. It was a friend's laughter echoing in the chords, the warmth of a sunset in the harmony, the bittersweet goodbye in a minor key. Music, in this instant, was more than a sound. It was a time machine, a companion, and a healer. Elton John once said, music has healing power. It has the ability to take people out of themselves for a few hours. This power is not just metaphorical, it is rooted in the delicate dance of neurochemicals within our brain's amphitheatre. The amygdala does the swell of empathy, the nucleus accumbens, surge of pleasure, and the hippocampus's delicate balance of memories and emotions. It is here in the neural crescendos and diminuendos that dedAI finds its cadence. Imagine a world where every high, every low of your day is understood, echoed and amplified by music that understands you. Not the generic playlist we shuffle through, but a soundtrack tailored to the rhythm of your heartbeat, the pace of your breath, the very ebb and flow of your life's current. Where music is not just heard, but felt. Where every note carries the weight of a moment, a memory, and emotion. Before us stands dedAI, not just a system, but a symphony of AI, EEG, and musicology, converging to interpret the language of our emotions and translate it into the musical narrative as unique as our fingerprints. It's a quest to not only capture the essence of our emotional being, but to echo it back in a melody that understands and speaks to us on a primordial level. Today I invite you to join me on this journey of innovation and empathy, to envision a future where music does more than just play in the background, it plays a leading role in the story of our lives. Let's embark on this exploration together where the silent language of our emotions finds its voice in the living, breathing musical narrative that is dedAI. As we delve into the architecture of dedAI, we're looking at a system designed to translate the complexity of human emotions into a universal language of music. It starts by collecting the auditory and neurophysiological inputs, the feature extraction layer, and dissects it into components like MFCCs, chroma, and tonettes, each quantifying its aspects of sound and music theory that influence emotional response. Next, the AI synthesis core kicks in. Generative adversarial networks, or GANs, innovate initial musical motifs. WaveNet ensures the output is not just coherent, but rich in quality, mirroring the natural flow of music. Long short-term memory, LSTM networks, are where the magic of temporal coherence is maintained, ensuring the music has a narrative much like our own life stories. And finally, no system is complete without feedback. dedAI integrates real-time emotional feedback derived from EEG signals and user input to refine and personalise the musical experience. It's a continuous loop of interaction where each piece of music is a living, evolving entity adapting to the listener's emotional state. So electroencephalography, or EEG, is a technique that records electrical activity of the brain via sensors placed along the scalp. dedAI utilises emotive EEG technology characterised by its high temporal resolution, capturing data of 128 to 256 samples per second, allowing the rapid detection of rapid neural fluctuations. An emotive system, which is 14 to 16 resolution per channel, provides a detailed resolution of brain activity. This precision enables a differentiation between subtle emotional states, from short-term excitement to more sustained feelings of engagement or relaxation, and also captures the range of facial expressions which can be indicative of cognitive states like focus or social emotions such as affinity. The EEG sensors positioned at strategic locations like AF3, AF4, T7, T8, P7, PA01 and O2 cover key cortical areas responsible for various cognitive and emotional functions. For instance, the prefrontal sensors AF3 and AF4 can inform us about decision-making processes and attention, while the temporal sensors T7 and T8 relate to memory and sensory integration. Occipital sensors provide insights into visual processing, which can be relevant in tasks requiring imagination or visualization of music. Alpha waves often indicate wakeful relaxation prevalent in the parietal and occipital regions, while beta waves, slightly signify active, alert mental states, both prominent in the frontal cortex. By analysing the ratio beta to alpha waves, dedAI gauges the arousal level, distinguishing between relaxed and excited states. Furthermore, asymmetry in hemispheric activity observed through beta and alpha waves allows us to infer balance, whether an emotion is positive or negative. An increase in alpha activity in the right frontal hemisphere, for instance, is associated with positive balance, while an increase in the left hemisphere suggests negative balance. In the context of dedAI, this high-resolution nuanced EEG data is not merely recorded, it is interpreted and translated into parameters that guide the AI in generating a tailored musical output. This involves converting the detected emotional and cognitive markers into musical elements such as tempo, key, harmony, creating a listening experience that mirrors the listener's internal state. Embracing this intricate data, dedAI starts to compose a listening experience. So let's zoom into the heart of dedAI's auditory cortex, where the complexity of music is dissected into quantitative data. The system harnesses the power of Librosa, a Python library that is instrumental in music and audio analysis. With Librosa, the system can extract mel-frequency capsule coefficients, or MFCCs, typically ranging from 40 to 20 coefficients, to describe the timbre of sound. Think of it as capturing the character or colour of the music. Chroma features are then derived to represent the intensity of the 12 different pitch classes, providing insight into the harmonic structure of a piece. Though the tonet's representation, the system can examine the harmonic tension and resolutions within the music, offering a glimpse into the emotional undertones of chord progressions. Pitch detection goes further, identifying the frequency of each vocal or instrumental note, while tempo estimation counts the beats per minute, giving us the heartbeat of the composition. Together, these features form the building blocks from which dedAI can reconstruct this emotional narrative of music. Let's delve into the intricacies of MERT, a groundbreaking model designed to interpret the complex language of music through self-supervised learning. This innovative approach circumvents the need for labelled data, relying instead on the inherent structure of music to guide the learning process. At the core of MERT's learning strategy are two teacher models. The first captures the acoustic texture and tonality, and the second encapsulates the musical theory and harmony. Together they provide a rich, multifaceted understanding that informs a student model, a BERT-style transformer encoder, allowing it to excel in a diverse array of musical understanding tasks. MERT has demonstrated state-of-the-art performance across 14 different tasks, ranging from emotional mood mapping to genre and instrument recognition. In the heart of dedAI's data ecosystem is a seamless transition from local feature databases to the expansive realm of AWS and cloud service, where scalability meets security. The AWS IoT core becomes the nervous system, enabling real-time communication across millions of devices and messages. With Amazon Kinesis, I'm planning to stream vast torrents of musical data, while AWS Lambda introduces a serverless architecture that responds to events and triggers with precision and efficiency. Amazon S3 provides the backbone for storing, housing terabytes of data made accessible and secure. Simultaneously, SageMaker leaps into action, streamlining the model training process on a massive scale. The API gateway stands as a gatekeeper, ensuring smooth and secure transactions with our APIs. And CloudWatch diligently oversees the entire operation, ensuring optimal performance and swift anomaly detection. So in this pivotal stage of data preparation, dedAI undertakes two critical processes: concatenation and normalization. Concatenation involves merging data from various sources such as EEG readings, audio features, and user feedback into a unified form. Normalization then steps in to standardize these diverse data scales, ensuring that each data point contributes equally to the model's learning process. The meticulous standardization is crucial for maintaining data quality and consistency, essential for robust AI performance. By transforming raw data into refined AI-compatible format, the system ensures a streamlined and effective data pipeline, paving the way for accurate and reliable music generation. In dedAI, we harness two powerful AI models to transform emotional data into musical narratives: the generative adversarial network and WaveNet. The GAN operates with a dual model approach. The generator crafts initial audio representation, while the discriminator assesses these against a vast human-composed database. I'm using the MTG Jamendo database with over 55,000 tracks spanning diverse genres and moods. This is an iterative process that refines the music to align with emotional data from EEG, ensuring authenticity and emotional resonance. And then we have the WaveNet, which is when it follows the GAN's composition, WaveNet steps in to convert these initial drafts into high-fidelity audio. It uses convolutional neural networks to capture the nuances of real-world sounds. WaveNet is trained on the Maestro dataset, a rich resource of over 200 hours of audio and MIDI recordings. This training is vital for WaveNet to produce complex, emotionally compelling musical compositions. Together, GAN and WaveNet form the essence of dedAI's music generation. They ensure each piece is not just technically proficient, but a true reflection of the user's emotional state. A symphony created by AI, yet deeply human in its resonance. In this stage, I introduce one short-term memory, LSTM networks. A type of recurrent neural network specifically designed to recognize patterns in sequences of data. In the realm of music generation, LSTMs play a pivotal role in analysing the temporal patterns inherent in musical compositions. This analysis is crucial for ensuring that the music produced by the system has a coherent structure that evolves over time, reflecting the dynamic nature of the user's emotional state. One of the critical datasets I'm using for the dedAI's LSTM network is the piano roll dataset. This extensive collection comprises of over 174,000 multi-track piano rolls, offering a rich resource for understanding and modelling music structure and coherence. Research in the field has demonstrated that the effectiveness of LSTM networks in capturing the nuances of temporal music, temporal dynamics in music. By understanding the sequence and progression of musical elements, the system can maintain a consistent and evolving musical narrative, making the listening experience more engaging and emotionally resonant. So this is something I'm currently working on at the moment, and I'm planning to explore physics-informed neural networks, and in this stage of the music generation process, I plan to integrate these networks or pins to refine musical output with psychoacoustic modelling. These networks take the raw audio from the LSTM networks and apply a range of psychoacoustic effects. The aim is to enhance the emotional impact of the music, ensuring it not only resonates with the listener's current emotional state, but also offers an immersive auditory experience. One key aspect of this process includes using datasets like emo music, which contains a rich collection of songs annotated with emotional tags. These annotations provide valuable context, allowing the pins to understand and replicate these emotional nuances in music. Furthermore, the system aims to incorporate an array of audio effect plugins. These will be intelligently applied based on the genre and emotional content of the track. For instance, a compressor might just be used to ensure the dynamic consistency, while reverb and EQ adjustments can be made based on the track's emotional tone. This level of psychoacoustic refinement is crucial in creating music that is not just technically proficient, but also emotionally engaging and context-aware. So in this next crucial phase of the project, we delve into sophisticated feedback mechanisms that drive the AI model's adaptive learning and refinement. Integrating a music theory rule set informed by real-time EEG data is essential to this process. This dynamic rule set includes principles like chord progression, scale selection, and melody harmonization, all aligned with the mood classification derived from the EEG readings. The project heartbeats with a unique reward system underpinned by reinforcement learning. Here, the EEG-driven emotional feedback directly influences the music generation process. When the system detects positive emotional responses, it strengthens the likelihood of selecting similar musical attributes in future compositions. This alignment ensures that each piece of music resonates more deeply with the user's emotional state. Moreover, dedAI integrates user feedback, allowing listeners to express preferences explicitly. This feedback is crucial in adjusting the AI model's weights, ensuring that the music aligns with the user's taste and emotional feedback. To maintain a balanced and nuanced approach, dedAI employs adaptive weights. These weights only allow drastic changes in the composition if consistent trends in user feedback or EEG justify them. This mechanism ensures a harmonious balance between new music exploration and familiar exploitation. At the core of the system is a continuous feedback loop. This loop involves the reception of EEG data and initial user feedback, allowed by the feature extraction and composition proposal phase. This process of adaptation and reinforcement continually evolves, enhancing the user experience and aligning the music more closely with emotional states. So this is a study I'm currently conducting. It's titled Measuring Music's Emotional Impact with EEG, a study on musicians and non-musicians. And this delves into the profound intersection of neuroscience and musicology. The crux of this study is to decipher the intricate ways in which music sparks emotional responses, utilising the precision of EEG technology. So central to my experimental design is the Emotive Epoch X, which is the headset I had on the previous slide. A sophisticated 14-channel wireless EEG headset. It allows me to capture the detailed brainwave responses to musical stimuli, providing a window into the neural underpinnings of emotional reactions to music. This study has two primary objectives. First, to map brainwave patterns captured by EEG to specific emotional states, thereby enhancing my understanding of how musical elements trigger these emotions. Second, I aim to compare these responses between two distinct demographic groups, musicians and non-musicians. This comparative analysis seeks to reveal how musical training influences the processing of music. In terms of methodology, I adopt a quasi-experimental design complemented by the Light Square design method for balanced stimulus presentation. This approach ensures a robust and systematic exploration of the music-emotion nexus. My study is poised to make substantial contributions across multiple disciplines. In neuroaesthetics, it offers new insights into aesthetic experiences elicited by music. For music therapy, my findings could change the therapeutic approaches to emotional regulation. And on that, so we're going to dive deeper into the applications of my project, and we see its potential in therapeutic realms, cognitive enhancement and commercial music insights. In the therapeutic sphere, dedAI taps into the synergy between neuroscience and musicology. Research suggests that specific musical elements such as rhythm and melody can enhance cognitive functions like memory, attention and spatial temporal skills. dedAI leverages these insights to create musical landscapes designed to foster concentration, relaxation and cognitive stimulation, potentially aiding in diverse settings, from academic environments to mental health management. Shifting our focus to commercial music, dedAI offers unprecedented insights into how audiences respond emotionally to music. This data is invaluable for artists and labels, allowing them to gauge whether their music evokes their intended emotional response. This feature could reshape music production strategies, aligning compositions more closely with the audience sentiment. dedAI presents a non-invasive, AI-driven method for stress reduction and mood regulation, analysing EEG data to assess emotional states generated music aimed at stress mitigation and mood balance, offering a unique solution for emotional well-being. Looking into the future, dedAI's early stages show promising opportunities. The interplay of EEG data and AI in music therapy is ripe for exploration, contributing significantly to neuroaesthetics and opening new paths in mental health and cognitive science applications. That's all I have. I do have a track that was very expensive to make, so I used a lot of like AWS and I can't play it. Yeah. It's just, so I use fabricated EEG data for this. So because I don't have enough data to actually create like any songs at the moment, I just fabricate this EEG data using data sets provided online from like PubMed. So if this plays, I can only get 45 seconds of it. So it's like a cinematic, ethereal sort of vibe. There's no real like structure to that, it's just kind of like an ethereal sort of landscape, and that was created using sort of like a relaxed emotional state that I found on some sort of data set. Yeah, if you want to check out the source code, the GitHub link right there. Alright, thank you everyone.